In a fiery address that has already sparked intense debate across South Africa, Economic Freedom Fighters (EFF) leader Julius Malema has called for a complete ban on alcohol advertising, drawing comparisons to the long-standing restrictions placed on cigarette promotions. Speaking to a crowd of supporters and journalists at a rally in Gauteng, Malema argued that alcohol has become one of the most destructive forces in South African society, fueling violence, poverty, health crises, and family breakdowns. South Africa cannot continue pretending that alcohol is just another harmless product to be advertised on television, billboards, and sports arenas, Malema declared. We have seen the devastation it causes in our communities, the broken families, the crime, the hospital wards full of victims of alcohol-related accidents. If cigarettes are banned from being advertised because they destroy lives, then alcohol must face the same treatment. Malema pointed out that alcohol advertising in South Africa has become increasingly sophisticated, targeting not only older drinkers but also influencing the youth. He noted that slick campaigns often glamorize drinking, linking it to wealth, success, beauty, and celebration, while completely ignoring the painful realities that many families endure as a result of alcohol abuse. The truth is, young people are being brainwashed into believing that they must drink in order to be cool or successful. These companies are deliberately creating a culture of dependency, the same way the tobacco industry did for decades, he said. South Africa has one of the highest rates of alcohol consumption and related harm on the continent. Statistics show alarming connections between excessive drinking and gender-based violence, road accidents, and workplace absenteeism. Malema did not shy away from connecting the dots between corporate interest and government hesitation, accusing alcohol giants of prioritizing profit over human lives. These corporations are making billions while ordinary South Africans suffer. They don't care if your father loses his job because of alcohol. They don't care if your mother gets abused because someone is drunk. All they want is more money, Malema thundered. He urged Parliament to treat alcohol with the same seriousness as tobacco, reminding the audience that cigarette ads were once common on South African television and in sporting events before being outlawed. According to him, banning alcohol advertising will not only reduce the normalization of drinking but also save lives in the long term. We must stop this glorification. The children of this country must not grow up thinking that to enjoy life, they must drown themselves in alcohol. We need a society of discipline, of health, of focus, one that builds rather than destroys, he added. Malema's remarks drew mixed reactions. Supporters hailed his boldness, saying it is time leaders tackle the destructive culture of binge drinking. Health experts also welcomed the idea, noting that South Africa spends billions every year dealing with the consequences of alcohol abuse. However, the alcohol industry and advertising agencies have pushed back, warning that such a ban could cripple sponsorship deals in sports, particularly in rugby, soccer, and cricket, where alcohol companies are among the biggest financial backers. In response to this, Malema was defiant. Sports must not depend on poison money. If our sports cannot survive without alcohol sponsorship, then we have failed our athletes and our young people. Let the government and ethical companies sponsor sports instead of these destructive industries. Whether Parliament will take Malema's proposal seriously remains to be seen. Yet, his call has reopened a conversation many South Africans have avoided for years: should alcohol, responsible for countless tragedies, be allowed to dominate the nation's advertising space? If the momentum behind Malema's statement grows, South Africa may be on the verge of another public health battle as significant as the one against big tobacco.